Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to go into WWE. I'm going to start with the No Way Out results from last Sunday night. 6 matches in total. Here were the results. Ric Flair kept his career going as he defeated Mr. Kennedy. Chavo Guerrero successfully defended the ECW title against CM Punk. Undertaker won the Elimination Chamber match from SmackDown, meaning he's got the shot at the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania, which I'll talk about in a little bit. Edge successfully defended the World Heavyweight title over Rey Mysterio. John Cena defeated Randy Orton, but it was by disqualification as Randy Orton gave him a low blow, which means Randy Orton is still the champion. And Triple H won Raw's Elimination Chamber match, meaning he's got a shot at the WWE title at WrestleMania. Or does he? Because the very next night on Raw, John Cena came out and demanded a title match against Randy Orton right there that night. But what happened instead was he'd get one more match with Randy Orton. Stipulations were that if Cena won, he would be a part of the WWE title match at WrestleMania. And if he lost, he was out of it. Now, I gotta say that the whole build-up, the setup, was very good. And the match itself at the end of the night was one of the best Raw matches that they've had in a little while. It's just there's something between Randy Orton and John Cena. They have that chemistry together, and they can actually put on some very good wrestling matches. So, that really was the best match of the night on Raw, I felt, Monday night. And then, the Money in the Bank qualifying matches started. And, I was a bit upset to hear that Jeff Hardy and Mr. Kennedy had new theme songs. I really liked the ones that the both of them had. But, I understood why, because I think they're coming out with a new CD. WWE is soon, and you got to put those two out. So, those two are the big money makers. But really, I like Jeff Hardy's and Mr. Kennedy's old theme song. I respect that they got new ones, but I don't dig them myself. Now, Big Show came back to Raw and No Way Out, and I gotta say, the Big Show looks very good for his size of over 7 feet tall to lose over 100+ pounds. Him and Floyd Mayweather Jr., I gotta tell you something, folks. Mayweather, if he had not chosen to be a professional wrestler or a professional boxer, I think he would have been great as a professional wrestler. I think I said that about Kevin Federline last year, but with Mayweather, he's got the charisma, he's got, he's got the ability to be a professional wrestler. I think if he wanted to drop out of boxing and be a professional wrestler, I think he'd have a very good chance to be very successful in professional wrestling. But, the interaction between Big Show and Floyd Mayweather Jr., very good. I liked it. It was a very hot segment, and it just hit. And then the most disturbing part of Raw Monday night was the whole Hornswoggle JBL in the cage. I just felt that was a bit unnecessary. I understand, it was to continue the storyline, but you could have done it in a different way. You didn't have to beat the crap out of Hornswoggle. I'm sorry. I don't care if he is in his 20s and he's yay high, but you just can't beat somebody up that bad. But it is the nature of the business. And then Maria came out, and this is where I had my problem with this one, because, it was like Santino said, oh, she decided to choose Playboy, yay, yay, yay. And then she had a match with Beth Phoenix, and then Santino looked at the contract and he was like, the only way you get to be in Playboy is if you beat Beth Phoenix. And, in a way I felt this was just stupid. This was just, that whole idea was stupid. But you knew as soon as Santino said that Maria was going to win that match, because Candice Michelle came back, helped her get the win. Now, my problem with that is this. On the Raw before that, Santino said, you got to make a decision. Me or Playboy. That's the way it should have been. You should not have, done a 180, have Santino go, oh, she's still with me, but yet she get to do Playboy. That was stupid. I think if you had done that right, you just should have had an entire segment for that where Maria makes up her mind, not a wrestling match. I just did not like that. And then real quick, and I'll get into the WrestleMania report. Ric Flair, the first man announced to be in the class of 2008 for the WWE Hall of Fame. Of course, congratulations go in order to the Nature Boy Ric Flair, who is a charter member of the Wrestling Man's Wrestling Show Hall of Fame. As a matter of fact, he, along with the Road Warriors, got the most votes from last year's class. So, actually, real quick, I just thought of this. The question of the week, since we're talking about Maria doing Playboy, the question of the week is, who do you want to see as far as wrestling goes? And it could be WWE and TNA. Which diva would you like to see next pose for Playboy? So send your answer and I'll read them next week. So now it is time for the WrestleMania report. And WrestleMania is almost 5 weeks away. Mark the date down. Sunday, March the 30th, live on pay-per-view with a special start time of 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific p.m. And if you can't watch it on pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, you can go to WWE.com for more information. And ladies and gentlemen, what a night it is going to be in the Citrus Bowl in Orlando, Florida. This is shaping up to be, right now, one of the biggest WrestleManias to ever take place. And you're going to have over 50, maybe 60,000 fans in attendance for this spectacular event. Now, right now, there are only 3 matches on the card, but each match is important. The WWE Championship will be defended in a triple threat match as Randy Orton defends the gold against Triple H and John Cena, who are looking to regain the WWE title. It is the title versus the streak at WrestleMania as Edge defends the World Heavyweight title against The Undertaker. Can The Undertaker not only go 16-0, but become the new World Heavyweight Champion? Or does Edge have the luck in his pocket to end the greatest streak in sports? And Money in the Bank returns for WrestleMania 24. 2 participants right now have qualified for this event. It is the Intercontinental Champion Jeff Hardy and the man who won it last year, Mr. Kennedy. Now, throughout the next couple of weeks, right here, I will update you on who qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match. And remember, the man who wins the match is guaranteed a title shot. They can use it at any time for up to 1 year. Now, speaking of WrestleMania, I did this for the Royal Rumble, and I'm going to do it again for WrestleMania. It is time for the WrestleMania stat and question of the week. Now, today's WrestleMania stat is that the state of New York is the first state to have had 2 WrestleManias in a row, WrestleMania 1 and WrestleMania 2. This week's question: can you name the only other state to have had back-to-back WrestleManias? 2 bonus questions: can you name the WrestleManias that they had? And can you name the city that had both WrestleManias for that second state? That's it for your WrestleMania report. When I come back, it's TNA and Ring of Honor as Ring of Honor turns 6 years old this week.